Hey guys, this is another run on 6 Warrior Quest Area 4. This time around, instead of chaining echoes, I'm going to try to stack on a couple of different off-turn damage effects, and I couple that with Penelo supercharging the Force Gauge bonus to 999%. This is a very well-known combo, which is Laguna combined with Sice. The way it works is that Laguna's BT Desperado trap gets triggered each time the enemy takes an HP damage attack, and the way that Sice's traps works is that it triggers sequentially on each enemy, and because it is triggered sequentially, it also then triggers Laguna's traps sequentially as well. Essentially, this means that each time you attack the enemy, Sice traps will trigger twice, which is once per enemy, and Laguna's traps will also trigger twice. On top of this, I also use Kain with his off-turn Lancets, which is another source of off-turn damage. Finally, in some of the turns, 7 will be in there as well, which means that her Bondage Whip will also trigger on top of everything else. As always, setup is key. Party 1 consists of Lunafreya on the left, and then she has Laguna and Kain on the right. The idea at the start is that she buffs Quick Prayer on both Laguna and Kain just by using Awakening, all the while being protected from the counter attack with the Raijin LD call. Once Quick Prayer is up, I switch Lunafreya for 7 because 7 is able to end her turn without increasing the turn count, thereby retaining the turn count at 0. As far as who acts second and who acts third, I don't think it really makes much of a difference, but in my case, Kain acts second. During Kain's turn with the 2-turn Quick Prayer, it allows you to use PT plus LD and the Xande LD call. Before jumping Kain into the air, I actually swap him out for Penelo, and I used Penelo's S2 to pass a turn to Laguna. To be able to do that, you do need to remove Region Walt's light passive from Penelo, otherwise it will be an instant turn ability. Finally, coming to Laguna, I have him use BT plus and the Rain's LD call. Rain's LD call is partly for the turn manipulation, so that 7's turn will come back, but on top of that, it is also to charge the summon meter so that I'll be able to pop summon later on. The goal in this strategy is that you have to pop summon before the enemies hit 80% force gauge, because once they do, they will reduce all non-force attack HP damage by 80%. With Laguna, you want to save the 1-turn Quick Prayer remaining, so only use BT plus with him, do not use his LD. Now that both Penelo and 7 is in the field, what you want to do is swap Laguna out for Lunafreya, and the priority here is to get Quick Prayer up on both 7 and Penelo. To do this, since Lunafreya is in the middle, what you want to do is hard cast Quick Prayer on 7 and then use LD to apply Quick Prayer on Penelo. Once all that is done, setup is complete, so here all I'm doing is spamming S1 while keeping a very close eye on the enemy's force gauge. Again, you must pop summon before they hit 80%, and it is a little bit close here, but luckily I managed to just hit a full summon meter right on time and managed to pop summon right here. Summon mode is there to allow you to enter force time while freezing the enemy's force gauge below 80%. So here I just use one more S1 to fully charge my force gauge. Now that that's done, I swap back out to Kain, and since Kain has completed his setup, you simply have to have him jump into the air. Coming to 7's turn here, you actually want to swap her out. I am preserving her Quick Prayer for the later parts of the fight. Sice always gets 2 consecutive turns at the start, so right here I'm using one on LD and one on her FR. Ideally what you want is have her use FR right at the end of summon mode so that Penelo acts immediately once summon is over. So to line the turns up, I use the Cait LD call and I use one additional ability with Sice. Finally, coming to Penelo's turn, all you really need to do is enter BT plus and then spin away until you hit close to 999% force gauge. My Penelo is holding a Cyan LD call with a 505 broadsword ultimate weapon. The initial strategy is that Cyan is meant to come in right at the very end when there's one turn of force time remaining to close out the fight, but I actually managed to kill off the bosses before I could bring him in, so there is actually a little bit of leeway depending on your amount of ultimate weapons that you have. Okay, at 2 turns of force time remaining, first what you want to do is swap back to Laguna and use 1 LD for free. Then you can swap Laguna out for 7, keeping in mind that both Laguna and 7 still has the quick prayer buff up. That's why they get a free attack here without increasing the turn count.
翼よ、力を。
おしまいだ。
明動
受けてみるか。
すでに狙いは定めた。はあ、
どこに逃げても無駄さ。
翼よ、力を。
おしまいだ。
This final echo from 7 closed off the fight, but if the boss survives this attack, then what you want to do is bring Penelo back in and use the Cyan LD call. Anyway, that's it for this run. As always, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoy the content, do leave a like, comment or subscribe, it helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shinryu fight. Bye!